Alright, hi, this is Josh from AcabadoTheme.com. Today I'm just going to go over real quick anchors in posts. And there's been some issues with JQuery and Acabado since it's defaulted to off that stops us from using most of the table of contents plugins without turning jQuery on. If you have a post that's big enough to warrant a table of contents, you do have the ability to just build one yourself and do your own anchor links into the article, which also allows you to customize the title and the information contained within. So we're just going to go over to posts, and we're just going to do add a new post, right? What we're going to do is just give ourselves a test header with miscellaneous information, because we're not all that interested. This is just going to be filled with, I love Acabado. This is some cool text, right? This way we just got something up here. So for table of contents, normally you have, your header itself. What you'll have inside here is links. Doing this method, the only thing you won't be able to have is the compression. But if your table of contents is necessary, then you probably want to display it anyway. So what you would do here is make sure that you have your list. So you would, expand and keep talking and keep listing out your post. And then down here, quite a ways, you would have, heading 1. Super important, right? So super important heading down here. Inside Gutenberg, all you have to do is go over to advanced when you actually have this as a header. See, so there's nothing here, right? But you convert it to a header, and now no matter heading 2, 3, or 4, you'll notice over here there's this actual HTML anchors field, which basically lets you create an anchor to a heading. So in this case, we're just going to make this, heading 2 to make it easier. Yeah, it's super important. And then over here in HTML anchor, you can't have spaces because you're trying to build an anchor. So you would just do heading 2, super important. And you'll note whenever I hit space, it just inserts a dash for you. What you want to do then is you want to copy this, because now that's set. And then up here you would be like heading 2. This is quite intense. Okay, so now this is just text. So what you can do here is highlight the whole row and do a link, and instead of trying to type words where it's going to try and take you to a website, because it's trying to take you to a different page, a different URL, what you're going to do is just tell it that you're looking for local, that you're wanting it to be within this page itself. So you just do the hashtag and then #, any of a bunch of different names that it's called, and then all you do is paste in that link that you created. So once you do that, you can do the same thing as always. You could have it open a heading in a new tab. I wouldn't do that within table of contents, but enter, right? So now that exists. So what we're going to do is just build in some space here so that it's far down the page. We'll save a draft, and then we're going to go ahead and just jump over to the preview. This will pull the page up for you and just display it. And this way you can kind of get a chance to see what these look like. So now, see, it's off the page, which is what I really wanted, was to just push it down a little bit. When you jump on this, it's just going to jump you to that heading. So it's going to jump you down to that heading that you're at. So at this point is kind of how you can start building out your expansion of what you want. Sometimes at the end of these sections, at the end of header 2, you can actually have one that takes and jumps you back to the table of content. So in that case, for that to work, as I've said before, these have to be a heading then. So what you can do is just copy everything and make that table of contents, and then you would, in this case, right, want to go down and go here and put some content back in, and then you're happy with everything. What you would do then is be you would just make a nice clean back to table of contents. Basically just giving them an option on how they can get themselves back to the beginning. Again, this is the hashtag. Okay, this will not put in dashes for you because it's looking for your input. So you'll have to put table dash of dash content, or you'll have to go copy it from above. So now that that link's back in there, you can save the draft again. And then what you want to do is, we'll jump back over. Now, when you click this, it takes you to the heading. And then you go, oh, well, I want to go back to the table of contents. And then it's going to take you and pull you back. Oh, I typed it wrong. It's that kind of day to day, guys. I did table of content, see? So, break the link because I did it wrong. Formatting matters, so page, make your hash side, and then table of contents, not table of content. Enter. Now I can save the draft. I'm not perfect. I apologize. Hopefully this is helping people understand how you can use these tools within itself. So now you can reload this again. Now that you've saved it. Now this will take you down to the heading, right? And then this takes you all the way back up to the table of contents again. So without this bar, without the sign in bar, you actually don't have this problem. They'll actually be right at the heading bar because they won't have your the admin bar over the top. So this is how you build those out. So obviously after this you would add your other headings, but this one's a more manual mode. So unlike a plugin that'll do it automatically for you, you've got to go through and create all of these. The benefits are that you are in control of everything. So if you want this to read something different than what this is, then you can add words into this or make it more descriptive of what this is instead of just utilizing a copy of this, because the table of contents plugin just is going to pull this value and put it up here. So this allows you a little bit more ability to be flexible with what you're putting in there. So that's personally how I tend to use these. So please like and subscribe, and leave comments below if there's stuff that can be done that'll make more sense or provide more input and understanding as to how features of Acabado itself, WordPress itself, or plugins function. I'd love to write and fill in and help people understand all the pieces that are here and the power that actually exists within WordPress without a plugin. I know everybody looks for plugins to make their life easier, but a lot of times they're not really needed. They just shortcut a little bit of time. And if you're going to put in 2 hours to write a really good article, putting in a little bit of extra time to do a nice table of contents might be worth your time. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.